Hello and welcome to my unboxing and first look at the Adeptus Sororitas, or Sisters of Battle, Mortifiers. The reason why I'm calling them Mortifiers, and I've got that in the title of the video, is again the same reason I made a separate video of the Celestians and Dominions. It's because if people are looking for Mortifiers or Mortifier unboxings and there isn't a video with that in the title or in the tags, then they're never going to find it. So that's why there'll be a separate unboxing for Mortifiers and Penitent Engines. So when you're looking on Games Workshop's web store, if you type in Penitent Engines, this box set can make 2 Penitent Engines or 2 Mortifiers or 2 Anchorites if you wish, although you can only have 1 Anchorite in a unit of Mortifiers, if that makes sense. So there will be a separate unboxing is what I'm going to try and say, focusing on the Penitent Engines. If you would like to see a review of a Penitent Engine, the model in the Sisters of Battle Army set, just type that into YouTube and you'll get my review. And the rules are exactly the same for that model as they are for these two. So without further ado, let's unwrap this. This set will cost you £35. It's a fair bit of money, but I think it's actually quite reasonable. In a way, it's £17.50 per model, and in a way, they're similar, you know, to a Dreadnought. So it's not too bad, really. So this is the reverse, and on the reverse, it shows you a Mortifier. I think specifically that's an Anchorite actually. In this sarcophagus, it shows heavy bolters, which is a Repentia pilot, buzz blades, heavy flamers, and so on. They're the main weapons, 4 main weapons there. The heavy bolters, heavy flamers, penitent flails, and the buzz blades. So let's unbox this. It's 3 sprues, so a bit less than £12 per sprue. One of the sprues, well, 2 of the sprues are duplicates though, as you can see there. Well, I think these are duplicates as well. So you've got 2 sprues are duplicates, so these 2 and these 2. Essentially you're getting 2 new sprues, if you want to look at it that way. We'll have a look at those in a moment, but let's have a look at these beautiful bases. Let's have a look at the instruction guide. It says Penitent Engines, and then you've got Mortifiers and Anchorites. So here you go. Got a bit of explanation. You build the legs, you know, the same for both. Just they're in reverse poses. So one's running with the right foot on the floor, one's running with the left foot, and then you glue it on, and then that is the time that you make your decision of the interchangeable parts, whether you go for the flails, which are free for points cost, or the buzz blades, which again, guess what, are free for points cost. And here's a little example. So you've got Penitent Engines, there's 2 of them. One's got a flail there and a buzz blade. They've both got buzz blades, I think. And then you've got Penitent Engine and Mortifier. And then you've got Penitent Flail, 2 Penitent Flails, heavy bolters, buzz blades, and then also 2 Mortifiers. So the Mortifiers, yeah, that's a Mortifier too. So they're all your options of building them. But you basically can call these sarcophagus ones the Anchorites. Anyway, so this is how to build the Penitent Engines, which I won't be building because I do have a Penitent Engine already. When I get another box set of these, I will definitely be building just the normal Penitent Engines. So I've got a nice unit of 3, and then you know, unit of Mortifiers or so. So that's the Penitent Engines. And there, you know, with the flails or the buzz blades. And then these are the Mortifiers. So look, it says here Anchorite. You obviously put these, you know, you put the model in the sarcophagus. It's a bit of a shame, really. I mean, maybe you can magnetize that a little bit so that you can take the sarcophagus off. That would be cool. maybe as a diorama you could have that off its hinges and a heretic getting in, or a gene stealer getting in, or I don't know. That would be cool little idea. And then they're the weapons for the mortifiers as well. You can have heavy flamers. Interesting points wise, the heavy flamers on the Penitent Engines and then the heavy bolters on the mortifiers, both units cost exactly the same. And that's because the heavy flamers are 14 points each, whereas the heavy bolters are 10. So both units cost the same, but you're getting so much more with the mortifiers. I'll explain that in the review. There you go, some more examples. And some of them there. A load of purity seals it seems like you get. And then they're the rules for the Penitent Engine. So you don't get the rules for the Mortifiers and Anchorites, which is, you know, such a shame. It really is, for a dual kit box. And I hasten to think that they will do this for the other dual kit boxes coming out, like the Seraphim and the Zephyrim. Maybe they'll do that for, moving really far ahead now, the new Mechanicus models that they've just previewed, because they have dual kits, you know, for the Cerberus Sulphur Hounds and things. So yeah, unfortunately you only get the rules for Penitent Engines, so if you want the rules for the Anchorites and the Mortifiers, then you will need the codex, but it's an amazing codex anyway, and I'd strongly recommend you to get it, obviously. So let's have a look at these sprues. Let's have a look at the large sprue first of all. So right here, you've got a couple of these kind of prisoners. You've got parts of the armour, loads of detail there in the vents and the fleur-de-lis icons at the back. This is quite spiky. It's nice, I like it. You've got a little Inquisition type symbol there. And then you've got the feet. You've got some scrolls and purity seals. You've got the buzz blades, the heavy bolters. They're the flails. Obviously mine are just going to have heavy bolters because they're going to be, you know, mortifiers and anchorites, or I might just call them, they're mortifiers. It's fine. So yeah, flamer, drums. And then this is the smaller sprue here, with the sarcophagus on there. Awesome looking thing. And yeah, and then this is the repentia. So you've got a sister repentia in there, with the sarcophagus over her. Someone said they made a little comment about that there's men strapped to the front of these things, and men as arcoflagellants, but there are women as well. I don't see what the issue is really personally, but there you go. You've got little few icons and other parts of the frame. They're the heavy flamers, and there you go. So the other two sprues are exactly the same. So it's two individual sprues, but just duplicated for this kit. I'll give you my thoughts and opinions of the kit and whether it's worth it, and I'll also go through the rules for the Mortifier and the Anchorite that I'll be building out of this set. And I will be getting another set of these just for the Penitent Engines to show you those options as well. You do get these bases with the kit as well. But if you do want to check out a review of a Penitent Engine, just type that into YouTube and my review will come up. What do you guys think? Put it in the comments below. I'm very happy that it's a dual kit, and I'm very happy that you get two in here, much like the Carnifex Brood, something like that. Much prefer it this way rather than having one Penitent Engine for like £25 or so. I think Games Workshop done a good job with this kit, being able to do it like that. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor protects.